want to explore it, nothing too serious. Forget the world for a minute, before we know it, the future's the past. Seize the moment while we're in it, hold on to each other as long as it lasts. I don't care about forever, 'cause sometimes forever is over so fast. Hush, hush, baby, come on, here with me, I want for you to go. No need to worry, there is no hurry to stay, we'll take it slow.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from Oakland as the Warriors go up against the Memphis Grizzlies. And for Memphis, they're in a little bit of a skid now. There's no other way to put it. Whatever momentum they may have had early in the season has gone away here as we've reached the midway point. And now around the halfway point, the novelty of the new season has died down, and we're still a long way from the playoffs. Shaq, how do the players maintain focus through this stretch? How do you maintain focus? Have you maintained focus?
Easy. You're a pro, Ernie. Do your job. That's your job.
There you go.
You know, and not only that, you got to be a real competitor. You got to want to compete.
Yeah.
Yeah, good coaching, and the veterans can help you through this because the veterans have been here before. They can kind of lead you and guide you.
Do you feel focused right now?
Not at all.
No. Do you feel focused right now?
Never.
Well, that makes three of us. Here's Kevin Harlan. He's always focused.
It's the Western Conference on display, featuring the Memphis Grizzlies. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. Take a look at the Warriors. Well, they're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against some of the lower-ranked teams in the league, and we'll see if they're able to take advantage and have their win total.
This game decides whether they'll come out on the top or the bottom of the season series because they've split the prior two, and this being the final meeting, so a little more meaning on this one.
You also want to finish on a good note. This game means a lot to both squads.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Draymond Green's competitive fire is one of the big keys for the Warriors. He said, that's one of my biggest responsibilities, to be the vocal and emotional leader of this team. We have a lot of guys that are more on the quiet side. If nobody was willing to take that role, we'd just be a bunch of church mice. I thought, why not me? It's a natural for me anyway. Kevin?
He's the glue that holds the team together, DA. Always important to have a guy who can fire up his teammates. Well, you can expect both these teams to push the tempo, Steve, and get scores in transition. I'm sure as a player, these are very fun matchups.
And they are, because you know you get a chance to put points on the board. And yes, defensive strategy is going out the window. You just have to turn, get back on defense, and just pick up anybody. If you don't communicate, there's going to be a layup or a three, or somebody's dunking on you. Love transition basketball.
Yeah, we can see a lot of gaudy numbers, too, huh? A lot of big individual performances. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In the post, it's Green and Gasol together. Tyreek Evans out there with Harrison, and it's Brooks in at small forward.
And because of his awareness and quick release, Klay able to finish inside against pressure.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Brooks kicks to Evans. Back to Brooks. Memphis moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies winning their last game against Los Angeles.
I tell you what, how efficient they were at scoring the basketball, especially for an away game, that was impressive.
They did a good job of controlling the tempo, playing at a speed that suits their offense.
Thompson comes with the double team. On the wing, Brooks. No good with the triple. Here's Pachulia. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Thompson is really an underrated passer. Sure, he can shoot the ball, but he can dish the rock as well.
Evans outside. Gasol wide open. He fires. Nice shot from the wing. The Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. That's tipped. Evans outside. Tipped away. Green kicks to Evans. Brooks with no one around. Brooks can't get that one to fall. Golden State has come out of the gates quickly. 4-point game. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
No other way to put it. The defense was awful, completely uninspired at that end of the floor.
They also committed a lot of mistakes while their opponent was extremely disciplined.
Here's Pachulia after Memphis gets the 3. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Pachulia's got his 3rd basket of the night.
You like how he uses his height there.
Sure, working the in-between area, not many guys with the length to bother him.
The shot's good from Gasol.
Marc Gasol does an outstanding job of keeping the ball up so high, even when the defense is on him. He knows there's no way they will block his shot. That was against good defense. He tried to sneak it in, though. We've seen him do it plenty of times.
Evans kicks to Gasol. And Gasol with the dunk.
Tyreek has solid floor awareness. Outstanding at knowing when one of his guys is open.
Green. Evans with the rebound.
Ooh, you know that's one he liked to have back. Point blank range, and he missed it.
From past the arc. The shot by Harrison, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough.
Oh, wow. Watch your head.
That's a beautiful jam.
Draymond's so good at just putting his head down and charging his way inside. The defense wanting no part of his big body there.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. It's good. Green's got 5 now.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Here's Durant. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
I think you underestimate the strength of Kevin Durant. Despite his slender frame, able to power through for the and one.
You watch Kevin Durant and the way he just rises up so easily, Steve, with his soft touch. He can absolutely be unguardable, even if you're willing to throw double and triple teams his way.
You know, Durant's height, shooting, and mobility are just too much for one defender to deal with. On any given possession, he can create a good look out of nothing. It's why he's one of the greatest scorers to ever play.
That free throw good from Durant.
And the former college player of the year with the Longhorns, Durant, the first freshman to ever earn that distinction. And his NBA career has been just as remarkable.
Now, here's Gasol. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Lakers. And it's the Warriors on the break. Green with the rebound.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Here's Harrison. He's covered by Thompson. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Durant, the last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. He's getting around 28 points per, almost 3 blocks, and 8 rebounds. And he knows how to use that big body to control the paint.
He's a bull inside. Let me tell you, when he starts to get that look in his eye, just get out of his way.
Memphis trailing here. Brooks from outside. Here's Gasol, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
He's a handful inside. Marc Gasol taking it right at the defense, and he created some of that contact.
And the rebounding numbers for Marc Gasol have fallen off a bit in recent years. Steve, that concern you at all?
Well, yeah, they're going to fall off because he's shooting more threes, so the offensive rebounds are going to decline. His offensive game has become more perimeter-oriented. He's not the quickest, so they like him getting back on defense a little quicker.
And that one falls for Marc Gasol.
You know, Marc Gasol, a former late second-round pick, he's come a long way developing into one of the best centers in the league.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Marc Gasol, beloved in Memphis. In a way, I think he's a hometown kid. Went to high school in Memphis when his older brother Powell played with the Grizzlies. This is what it means to be a catalyst. His offense helps set the tone for a lot of what they do.
Evans kicks to Gasol. Brooks with him. Guarded now by Durant. Out to Brooks. Expanding his range. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Brooks has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Marc Gasol didn't get a lot of attention playing in high school, despite his last name and his 7-foot frame. And, Steve, I know you like his nickname in high school, the Big Burrito.
I guess he had a big, healthy appetite. The Big Burrito is cute, but guess what? As of today, he has lost all that weight. He is laughing at guys calling him the Big Burrito. Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
Grizzlies have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Evans kicks to Green. Green draws the double. Stolen by Durant. Now the Warriors picking it up. Durant's got the ball. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
When you're that long and that athletic, I'll tell you, KD has the ability to put a little extra on it.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Now here's Evans. Last game we saw him score 32. Gasol dishes to Brooks. Kicks it out to Evans. Pass to Harrison. 5 to shoot. No good from outside.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Wow, the skills at his size. Durant makes a number of moves every game that just leaves you shaking your head.
And Durant comes to help. Brooks from outside. Green with the rebound.
And another miss. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. There's Harrison. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Lakers.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
Evans. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Gasol setting the pick for Evans. And there's the feed to Brooks. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
He kicks it to Evans. Misses the 3. Warriors leading by 9. Here's Thompson, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Thompson looking totally comfortable. Such a beautiful release.
And for Memphis, they're shooting just 35% to start the game. Timeout. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Last time in Oakland, they lost to the Warriors.
Yeah, in a game where offensively they were about as inconsistent as you're ever going to see them.
Definitely an outlier game for them. They are usually much more in control of themselves compared to that match.
for the Warriors. West is checked in for Pachulia. Iguodala comes in for Draymond Green. Patrick McCaw, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Cook subbed in for Sean Livingston. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jarrell Martin's checked in for JaMychal Green. James Ennis comes in for Brooks. McLemore's checked in for Harrison. And it's Chalmers in for Tyreek Evans. And last season with the acquisition of Kevin Durant, it seemed the Warriors fell into the villain role in the NBA. They became the team fans love to hate as they were viewed from afar as being unfair. Smitty, do you think they embraced that role?
No, I think they did, either knowingly or not. The physical play and antics of their big man helped that along, not to mention quotes like "no nightlife in Utah."
Swiped away. Here's McCaw. Drops in the breakaway layup. And the Warriors lead by 13.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
Passes to McLemore. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. McLemore's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Chalmers. In the corner, it's McLemore. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And look now at the four areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Warriors.
And they've been doing a great job of getting into the paint and scoring inside. The defense allowing them easy access to the rim, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Warriors leading by 10. Here's McCaw, and the layup's good off the glass. McCaw has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Having a good, efficient start to this game offensively. Let's see if he can keep it going.
And Chalmers kicks to Ennis. McLemore with the ball, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Outside, Martin. Memphis moving it around. 5 to shoot. McLemore with the ball. West is there. Shot's good by McLemore. Right side, Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
My opinion, it's been the commitment to pounding the ball inside. That's what's giving them the upper hand.
Here's McLemore. The Warriors making the shot. And here is Chalmers. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And here's the fast break. Cook leading the way over McLemore. And it's Cook missing. The Grizzlies trail by 12. McLemore, the pass to Chalmers. Dishes it to Martin. To the inside. There's the pass to Chalmers. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Lots of room. Almost, but it rolls out.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And good that time.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Dominate on the court, and it's showing up on the scoreboard. Let's see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Now, here's Chalmers. Kicks it to McLemore. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. And the wide open shot from Chalmers. No good from outside. It's West with the drive. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Chalmers with it. West picks him up, and it goes out of bounds. That one off West. Young's checked in for Golden State. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Parsons is checked in. And so here's Memphis. It's stolen by West. And Young, here we go. And it's Young finishing it off.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Well, the two go hand in hand. Matching your strategy to your personnel is key.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
That free throw good from Young. Parsons on the wing. Will it go? And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Golden State Warriors. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where that inspiration and passion originated.
It comes from me being 8 years old and me just saying I wanted to be the best player. You know, first off, at 8 years old, you want to be the best player in your neighborhood, and that's where it comes from. Just always want to be the best, and no matter where I'm playing at. And if I keep working each and every year, I've gotten better. You know, if I continue to just keep working, I've seen improvements.
Year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, that first NBA championship.
Right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and athleticism, and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
I'm a huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
Yeah, it's been the defense that has them out in front. But let's see if they can sustain the intensity.
Nick Young is out there with Iguodala. Then there's West, and it's McCaw in at the two guard. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Now here's Parsons. 6 to shoot. Martin with a screen on Iguodala. Don't usually see him shooting the three. Chalmers has got 6.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Iguodala, that's good.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Well, Smitty, we're in an era where there are just a handful of absolutely unreal scorers in the league, but if you had to pick one who makes it look the easiest or the best, who's your pick?
You're right. You have so many guys, Harden, Durant, Westbrook. But the one guy I think it makes it look the easiest, I would probably have to say Klay Thompson, because he doesn't need anything but to catch and shoot. And he's getting not just 20s and 30s, but he can go off for 60, 50s and 60s. That's the guy that makes it look the easiest.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Well, a max contract last season for Chandler Parsons, despite, Greg, his history of knee injuries. That was a bold move by the Grizzlies.
Yeah, and they've needed a great two-way wing player for years. Hopefully, Parsons can get healthy and fulfill that role for this team.
Shooting one.
Chandler Parsons gives you a little bit of everything. He can dribble it, he can shoot it, he can pass it. A very versatile player.
And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. The Grizzlies trail by 18. There's the pick. Martin kicks to Ennis. He dishes it to Chalmers. The putback. It's good on the putback. Martin's got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
They double him with West. Outside for Martin. That's in, coming off the assist from Parsons. Martin's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you leave a guy that open with Parsons on the floor, and you know he's going to find him.
Here's Young. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And for the Grizzlies, chemistry and continuity have been a strength, but we're seeing some roster changes too.
Yeah, we are. Vets who have helped establish this team starting to move aside. Age is a factor for this group. Also a move by the team to adapt to modern pace and space basketball.
And the Warriors with some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for West. Klay Thompson comes in for Patrick McCaw. And it's Livingston in for Cook. Then for the Grizzlies, Green, he's checked in for Jarrell Martin. Brooks comes in for James Ennis. And it's Evans in for Mario Chalmers. Now here's Brooks. Green with a screen on Young. Came hard off that pick and finished strong.
And that's a great pick. Jamaica with the quick footwork and toughness to set these.
Green, no luck. The Grizzlies trail by 16. Now Evans, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Goes up, and Green slams it in.
Look at Green trucking down the floor with his quick feet and getting the ball right where he wants.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Green kicks to Brooks. And there's Green on the assist by Brooks. Green's got his third bucket of the night.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
And again, Draymond Green.
Good luck trying to stop Draymond that deep inside. So forceful in how he converts his looks down there.
Feeds to Green. Nobody near Parsons. Good on the triple. Parsons got 8.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finally finding the range here in the second.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Evans kicks to Brooks. Parsons for 3. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. 11 points for Chandler Parsons.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up. Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Here's Evans, following the basket by Draymond Green. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And Jamaica Green, undrafted out of Alabama, played a few seasons in the D-League, Greg, but in his third season, a full-time starter in the league with Memphis.
And the Grizzlies like his ability to space the floor from that power forward position. It shows you where the game is going. Face-up skills and mobility coveted at that 4 spot.
One shot. Mind the lanes.
And Green, no good on that one.
When you watch the Warriors play, their offense is a work of art. There's so much player movement and passing, it's impossible to cover. And the shooting they have, it just puts it over the top.
Here's Harrison after the made shot from Klay Thompson. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Evans outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's foul number 2 for him. And, Steve, the common mistake fans have with the Warriors is thinking they only make threes to score. It's a combination of a lot of things, and I think it just overwhelms defenders.
You know, one thing that comes to mind to me is they pick out the Warriors in mismatches or lose a defender on great screens. They're amazing at that. They force defenders to make a ton of split-second decisions. One mistake, and it's easy for them to score.
The Warriors shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Pachulia, he's checked in for Young.
One shot.
And we see the game of basketball gaining popularity, Steve, around the globe. Do you see a difference in the number of international players in the league now versus, say, when you came into the league?
You know, Kevin, back then I saw it. It was probably 90% of guys from the United States and then 10% international. That number right now is starting to grow. It is getting closer and closer to 50-50. And the reason why, scouts now with the technology, you can find a guy all over this globe. And guys are coming over here taking the game serious. I think it's going to come down to wherever you're from. If you're fundamentally sound, you have a chance to make it in the NBA.
And you know, Steve, a credit to current NBA and college coaches for making these summertime pilgrimages overseas to teach the kids in Yugoslavia and Serbia and all over the globe about the game of basketball. I think that has also sped up the development, and that's, again, a reflection of the international player coming to the NBA.
You're totally right. The global games and guys got to get a chance to see. I think it really started with the Dream Team, the original Dream Team. Everybody international are loving this game, and I think the players who listen and go out and work on their game, they have a better chance.
And the Grizzlies enjoying the longest stretch of sustained success in franchise history. Greg, 7 consecutive seasons making the postseason.
And this group has gotten as far as the Western Conference Finals. And a lot to be said for that consistency. But, of course, everyone's in this for the rings. And interesting to see where they go from here to turn the corner into a true contender. Checking out the numbers here for Harrison. How last month turned out for him? He's right around 9 points a night, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
You need guys who understand their roles, carry them out without complaint. Everything he does is for the team. I can't understand in the midst of a game you leave an elite shooter this wide open.
Here's Pachulia, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Pachulia's got 8.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
And Pachulia over to help. It's Evans on the wing. Parsons outside. 5 to shoot. Pachulia with the steal. Ball going up court. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Well, the pace, the big plays they're making, this is a statement run right here.
Hard to remember the last time they've missed. These guys are having fun right now.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Following the score by Golden State. Green, the screen. Evans dishes to Parsons. They double him with Green. Green kicks to Evans. Here's Harrison. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Evans has got 6 assists in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Harrison kicks to Green. Left side Parsons. No good on the 3.
And that's the shot he wants. Just a little bit out of rhythm.
Iguodala lays it up off the glass. 10 points for him.
We all know how lethal of a shooter Thompson is, but his passing is usually right on the money as well.
Evans passes to Brooks. Poke loose. Iguodala with the steal. All alone.
And just a spectacular play from Iggy there. Seeing a path to the basket and just taking off towards the rim.
A challenging stretch here for Memphis. To the middle, here's Brooks. That one rolling around and rims out. Warriors shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Here's Harrison. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. To stop the run, gets the three-pointer to fall. Harrison's got 6 here in this quarter.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And there's Green on the assist by Livingston. And that's 18 points for Draymond Green. Grizzlies shooting at 51%. Really solid. Harrison kicks to Brooks. He feeds it to Parsons. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And when Chandler Parsons gets it going, there isn't a lot you can do to slow him down. Everything is working.
The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
You know what? Controlling the pace, being patient, great vision. We're seeing it all tonight.
Out to Brooks. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Evans has got his 8th assist here tonight.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Iggy is really controlling the pace of this game right now, getting a lot of high-quality shots.
Evans with it. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And here's Brooks from outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Basket good.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
It's stolen by Livingston. They get a hand on it.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Here's Harrison. He's got 6. Here's Evans. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And Green slams it in.
I mean, bullying his way around the court. Draymond invites contact, then comes through with the bucket.
Memphis with the ball. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road. Pass to Harrison. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. The drive by Green. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. There's the call. Memphis gets the foul. You know, for all the great things that Draymond Green does on the basketball floor, perhaps his greatest asset, Steve, is his ability to be a leader. Other MVPs and All-Stars will defer to him to set up the defense and get going on offense.
You know, Kevin, that's what we do at Michigan State. That's the kind of player and leader that Draymond has been his whole career. Doesn't care about stats, only cares about winning. Willing to step up and take the big shot as well.
And the first one drops.
Many can argue at this point that Draymond should have had 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards. Arguably one of the most impactful defenders of this generation. Can take over a game without ever scoring a point.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. West is checked in for Pachulia. Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. McCaw, he's checked in for Thompson. And Cook subbed in for Sean Livingston. He's perfect from the line this time. And taking over without scoring is a Draymond specialty. Steve, you think back to his triple-double with points not being one of those categories.
Kevin, Draymond is just an amazingly unique player in the NBA with his defense. Can actually guard positions 1 through 5. Plays his best defense when the moment matters the most.
Here is Durant. The Grizzlies making the shot. Here's Green. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Green's got 24.
I like seeing the determination from Green on the boards, just relentless.
It's Martin on the wing. And it's Martin again missing. The Warriors shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. And the shot goes down. 19 points for Kevin Durant.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Gasol is double. Back to Chalmers. And here's Evans outside. Drains the three-pointer. Evans has got 5 points now in the quarter.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts. Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Now, here's Chalmers. He's tightly guarded. Right side, Martin. Here's Gasol. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And so it's the Golden State Warriors ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Draymond, a strong first half offensively for the team. What are you doing right?
I mean, we're just letting them show us what's open. You know, you got to just make sure we stay patient on the offensive end and let them tell us what play to make, where the open man is. We've been doing a great job of that. We got to keep it up in the second half.
Yeah, the defense leads you to the open man. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The first half went well, really well for Draymond Green. He ended up with 24 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Draymond set the tone, the effort, the physicality. We know he's the emotional leader, and every team needs an enforcer. But the great thing about Draymond, he can also score, pass, defend, rebound, all at a high level.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster, Ernie. Without major improvements defensively, this game is OVA, over.
And that will conclude our halftime presentation. We take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
We welcome you back to the beautiful Bay Area with the lights of Oakland illuminating the evening. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. A fantastic game from Draymond Green in this one.
And through 2 quarters, surprising how aggressive he was offensively.
Yeah, he's a guy who likes to let the game come to him. He really pushed the action. We'll see if that continues here in the second half.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. In the post, it's Green and Gasol together. Harrison out there with Tyreek Evans, and it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. Here's Harrison. And Pachulia over to help. Here's Gasol. And he banks in the layup. Gasol's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Grizzlies. Here's Durant. Green with the rebound. Green's got 3 rebounds now in this one. On the wing, Green. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Golden State with it. Here's Pachulia. And Pachulia with the dunk.
Sean Livingston's court vision is amazing. Being able to hit the open guy right on stride.
And for Memphis, they're shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Pachulia with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, you watch the all-around game of Sean Livingston, and there's a lot to like. Very soft on his turnaround and pull-up shots. Great vision, solid defender. He pretty much does everything well.
Two.
Free throw good, Livingston. And with Livingston, you have to remember that his career was nearly ended by a devastating knee injury. Many players wouldn't have attempted to come back from an injury like that, but Steve, he has, and he has found success.
Kevin, it's hard not to cheer for a guy like Sean Livingston who has gone through so much. You wonder how great he could have been if the injury never happened. I see him, he could have been playing or would have been an all-star in this game. What stands out to me about this Warriors team is just how unselfish they are as a group. They really don't care who gets the score or the credit. Cheer each other from the bench, and they do it all game.
It's stolen by Livingston. Another shot, and the layup is good. Livingston's got 4 points this quarter.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it's Evans in the corner, beyond the arc, sinks the three-pointer. And with the Warriors and their unselfish play, Steve, their absurd assist numbers from last season put a number to that, but it really goes beyond stats, doesn't it?
It does. After they eliminated the Spurs last season, Coach Popovich had praise for their unselfishness. He said they have a multitude of players who are unselfish and play a beautiful game. It's not easy melding all these stars, but their unselfishness, it makes it work.
Michael Green was undrafted out of Alabama, an all-star in the D-League, played abroad, now in his 4th season in the NBA.
You know, Kevin, he has been one of the best value contracts in the league, making the minimum salary even as a starter on a playoff team. You know he's been looking forward to his next deal.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Smitty, every NBA player who plays as long as you did has a moment where they realize Father Time has caught up with them. Was there a specific moment for you, for instance, when you realized that you had to retire or you were being asked to retire?
Hey, Kevin, great question. It happened all in one sequence.
Oh, really?
I was playing the power forward position. Imagine that. I started in this league as a point guard. I go to the power forward position. I step out to hedge on Jamal Crawford. He throws it through my leg and keeps it and lays it up. I look over at Bernie Bickerstaff, and he nodded and said, "You know what, Smitty, it's time." I said, "Golly, coach, in the game, in the middle of the game." But that moment, I realized the game was passing me by with these young guys. And me and Jamal Crawford has talked about it. It was one of those moments when I didn't even react. I knew my reaction skills were gone.
That's an amazing story. Here's Pachulia. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Shot from the low block. Tries again, and Pachulia with the lay-in. Good. Pachulia's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
That's tipped. Pachulia with the steal. Here's Livingston.
Oh, Okay.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Sean Livingston at 6'7", leaking out on the break. Long strides gave him the advantage to finish at the bucket.
And that last replay, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. And it's Evans missing, and it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Green, that's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 26 points for Draymond Green.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
It's stolen by Green. Durant against Brooks. Baseline jumper. Not enough on that one as it misses.
I can tell you right now, the coach loved everything about that shot except the result.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
It takes an effort on both ends of the floor, and you have to find the right matchups to exploit. Well, we know he's been confident with the shot, a big reason why they're ahead in this game.
Evans passes to Harrison. On the wing, Green. Green draws the double. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Harrison. Brooks from outside. Drains the three-pointer. Brooks has got 14 points for the game. The dish to Durant. Stolen by Brooks. Evans, right side. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Tyreek is good at playing bigger than his size. A great finisher, close to the cup.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
The Warriors making a switch here. Young's checked in, and the Grizzlies also with the sub. Ben McLemore, he's checked in for Andrew Harrison. Here's Durant. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
A nice shot by Gasol.
He's done his job tonight scoring the basketball, but they've still been outplayed overall.
Here's Durant. Sinks the 15-footer. Durant's got 27.
Can Kevin Durant score the ball? Is water wet all day, every day?
Gasol is screen on Thompson. Ball's knocked loose.
Jump ball, jump ball, jump ball. You two.
Knocked loose. And here are the Warriors now. Here's Durant. It's rebounded by Memphis. Brooks has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Tyreek is an aggressive player. Does a great job forcing the issue close to the rim.
Tyreek Evans, the 4th pick back in 2009, won Rookie of the Year.
Averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists right off the bat. And it's been about the injuries in terms of what's held him back. If he can stay healthy, and that's a big if, the talent is obvious.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
Evans is a nice player, a guy who can play multiple positions, an effective scorer.
Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Brooks. And he sinks the second. And the new CBA hammered out Smitty last season between the league and the players. It really seemed to get done. Adam Silver, a terrific job. Chris Paul leading the players' side. They got together early and seemed to be much more cordial in their negotiations. I think that's a wonderful sign.
I think the game is in good hands right now, and I was happy from, like you said, from the league side and the players' union side. You said it best, Kevin. They got together early, and that's why I think it was seamless. And the game right now is going so well and they didn't mess it up, and I'm happy about it.
And you know what? I'll even go on. I'll take it one step further. I don't know if there's a professional league in the world right now that is in better shape in almost every aspect than the NBA. What do you think?
I totally agree, Kevin. Right now, we have a magical time right now in the NBA. Things are running well on the court and off the court.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
You know, last season, Steve Kerr once again having to miss time due to complications from his back surgery. Missed the majority of the team's postseason, but he got through the regular season fine, but it's something that has troubled him off and on.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. The Warriors making the shot. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And a look here at the shot chart for the Warriors.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing, and I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
That one good for 2. 18 points for Andre Iguodala. And having worked with Steve Kerr here at 2K in other capacities, usually we get to rib him a lot, make jokes whenever we see him coaching. But you know, Steve, I speak for everyone in the 2K family when we wish Steve all the best and hope he can overcome these health issues.
I totally echo that, Kevin. Steve Kerr is just an NBA lifer. But more than that, he's a fantastic coach and even a better person. We hope to see him on the sidelines for years to come.
Here's Gasol after David West's bucket.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
The Grizzlies have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That one is off. And back when Dave Yeager was the coach of the Grizzlies, Steve, he admitted they were slow and old. Is that still the case? Does this team need to get more athletic?
Yeah, I think they do. They play at a slow offensive pace. They don't get a lot of transition points. Their outside shooting has improved, but they can use more athletes.
McCaw, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And the Warriors dominant last season again, not only because, Greg, of their offense, but because of their defense. One of the best in the NBA, and they're just so active on that end of the floor.
No doubt about it. And you know what? Credit their personnel because it allows them so much more flexibility defensively. And even when they go small, they have excellent rim protection. They're a physical bunch. I just don't think they get enough credit for their rebounding, one of the better teams in our league.
And so here is Golden State after the Marcus Olmas. Now here's Ennis. Pass to McLemore. Memphis moving it around. Gasol dishes to McLemore. Martin, great positioning on the putback. Martin's got 8 points.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
Now here's McLemore. Not a lot of room. The feed to Martin. He kicks to McLemore. And David West gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Grizzlies have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. He doesn't get the second one. The Warriors shooting has been just uncontainable, 72%. And that one is good. Cook's got his first points of the night.
And you have to like the location of this pass. Gives it to him where he can do something with it.
And Chalmers kicks to Gasol. And they double up Gasol. Here's Chalmers. Warriors with the rebound. And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Took him no time at all on that one. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Down low, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball. The Warriors, number 1.
I mean, it's about the pace they played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
Now here's Gasol. He's got 15. A shot by Ennis. Nobody around. A second chance effort, and it's Gasol getting it to go. Gasol's got 17. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Can't finish, and defensively, nice job of altering the shot without fouling.
Here's Iguodala. Look at that.
Nice! Outstanding work from Iggy. So skilled in finishing off the drive.
The Grizzlies shooting 47% since getting things started in the third quarter. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala.
And now a quick review at the numbers for Iguodala. He's putting up about 5 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And I think he can play even better. I mean, sometimes it's tough to get into a rhythm with limited minutes, but he has got to find a way.
That's the thing. You don't get to pick your minutes. You have to make the most of what you get.
But they get it back.
Well, not the best look they can get, but at the end of the day, it's all about shot making.
Here's Golden State. Here's Cook. It's rebounded by Memphis. Gasol's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Now, here's Chalmers. He's tightly guarded. Martin the pass to Gasol. Dishes it to Chalmers. Just 4 to shoot. And not sure what he was thinking there. Here is Cook. Defended by Chalmers. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Cook's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so here's Memphis. And Chalmers kicks to Ennis. Over in the corner, Chalmers. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 9.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Coming out of the break, they've relied on their perimeter offense to generate points. Right now, it's working.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Gasol. Really been a key contributor over the past month. 8th in blocks, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. The Grizzlies have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game.
Mario Chalmers at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
And the Memphis Grizzlies last season, second to last in scoring. Nothing new for this team. Since their Big Four came together in 2010, no team in the league has won more games while scoring just 90 points or less than Memphis.
West. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
And the Grizzlies bottom 3 in scoring efficiency last season. Steve, how were they a playoff team?
Well, it's the little things. They're low in turnovers, they offensive rebound, and they get to the line. That's what saves them offensively.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in.
shot. One shot.
And that one misses. The Grizzlies shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Now here's McLemore. He's guarded closely. And it's Martin missing. The Warriors shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. The Warriors have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
At the line for 2.
Two.
The first free throw is good. And David West drops them both. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. And Chalmers kicks to Martin. Passes it to Chalmers. Memphis moving that ball around. Another miss by Martin. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become. And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
And the pass to McLemore. Hits the front of the rim and out.
A mix-up with the defense leaves him wide open from mid-range, a shot he usually makes.
And that one, good.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
And Chalmers kicks to Martin. He dishes it to McLemore. Looking to end the run. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. Right back after this break. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Warriors shooting has been just uncontainable, 72%. They've got Caspi. JaVale McGee is out there with West. And it's Cook in at the point guard position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Here's Davis. He can't hit that time. The Warriors go the other way. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That's game one of a 3-game road trip. Well, in the last half-decade or so, the NBA, Steve, has realized the true value of the corner three, and now offenses all over the league are designed to take advantage of it. Part of that is because it's just closer to the rim than any other three-pointer.
Yeah, you're right, and you should. I mean, when you have a three-point arc, yes, the corner threes are going to be shorter, and it's harder from a guy to shoot it from straight on. But when you have a guy that can shoot it straight on, you can see the dynamics of a team defensively. It's hard to cover.
but I don't think the NBA should widen the court because of the value of the corner three. That's a part of the game.
Should the lane be widened? Should we talk about the court and making all the threes the same length? What about the lane?
Well, I think you can widen the lane if you change the defensive rules, because right now you're allowed to play zone. If you went back to man-to-man, yes, I think you should widen it. But if teams are allowed to play zone, I think the value of keeping it the same helps the defense a little bit more.
Rabs checked in for Memphis. Chandler Parsons comes in for James Ennis. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. No good from Caspi. So it's the Grizzlies now. Over in the corner, Chalmers. That's in, coming off the assist from Parsons.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Here's Golden State now. Here's Caspi. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And so it's Memphis with it. And here is Chalmers. Here's Rab.
And that's another one for the highlight reel. But isn't every one of this guy's dunks that way?
Highlight level, you're right. You know, there's going to be a little extra oomph on it when he's going to send one home. Always has been like that. Here's Chalmers. The Warriors making the shot. Steve, we're hearing more and more about video game competitions, the rise of esports. It's big business. Have you been following any of that?
Yes, I have. Rick, Fox, Shaq, those guys with E-League here at Turner Sports. I get a chance to watch it, bring my kids here, and watch of it. I'm amazed. It's growing and growing and growing, and I love the competition of Rick Fox, Echo Fox versus Shaq's team.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Kicks to Parsons. Back to Chalmers. Now Parsons. Clock at 6. That's tipped. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Cook kicks to McCaw. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
I like that they're trying to maximize the value of each possession, and you know their coach likes it.
Here's Rab. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Harrison from outside the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Bad communication defensively. This is the last guy you want to leave open from there.
Here's Cook, and he banks in the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Chalmers with it. Out to the right wing. Pass to Rab. Memphis moving that ball around. A 3-ball. The shot by Harrison, no good.
He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortunes, but he's having a hard time executing.
McCaw with the bucket.
Really smoking the nets now after a difficult time shooting in the first half.
So it's the Grizzlies now, following the score by Golden State. Over to the left wing. The shot by Harrison, no good. Warriors have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Memphis called for the foul.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Passes it to Rab, out left to the wing. Here's Harrison. And the call will be against Patrick McCaw. That is his first foul of the game. And Chalmers kicks to Harrison. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Chalmers has got 4 assists in the game. McGee. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Feeds to Parsons. To the left wing. Now, here's Chalmers. 5 on the clock. Here's the pass to Harrison. And the 3 off target.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Beasting on defense. First he closes out hard on the shooter, then he attacks the glass. Filthy.
And here's Chalmers for 3. The Warriors shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Memphis has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
Pachulia, he's checked in for the Warriors. Young comes in for Caspi. Here's McCaw, drops in the layup for 2. McCaw has got 12 points here in the second half.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Kicks it out to Parsons. Fresh 24 for the Grizzlies. Second shot opportunity. Not going to go that time. Warriors have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
You know, I love the effort just to get a hand in there. He is disrupting the offensive flow.
Cook, the pass to McCaw. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
And he's doing it efficiently, taking makeable shots. That's led to a high percentage from the field.
The dish to Chalmers. He feeds it to Parsons. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. Now, here's Chalmers. He's covered closely, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Grizzlies making a switch here. Lights checked in. And it's West in the corner. Harrison with the rebound. And for Memphis, they're shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Poked loose. It's stolen by West. Here's McCaw. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Shooting for Golden State, Patrick McCaw. At the line for 2.
Two shot.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit, getting to the foul line here in the second half.
And here is Chalmers. And the call will be against Patrick McCaw. That'll be his second foul of the game. And McLemore, he's checked in for Memphis. Parsons with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Memphis the rebound.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today. And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And McLemore kicks to Chalmers. And Young comes over to help. Knocked away. 6 on the shot clock. And now here comes Young leading the break. Can't hit from in close. McLemore, the pass to Harrison. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Off target with his 3.
You know, he really is forcing it right now. This has been a frustrating night for him.
And again, no good by Golden State.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And here's Chalmers from the arc. Drains the three-pointer. Chalmers has got 13 points in the second half.
And you can see where they're attacking here in the fourth, strictly from the perimeter.
You know, plenty of teams, they try this strategy. Works when you're hot, but works against you when you're not.
Now, here's Chalmers. They double him with West. In the corner, it's McLemore. The 11-footer. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And that can't happen. Missing the wide-open chip shot.
Here's McCaw. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
I don't know what Coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
Harrison kicks to Chalmers. To the left side wing. From deep, McLemore. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. No good from McCaw. The Grizzlies shooting 32% in the fourth, perhaps looking a bit tired. They get it back. Chalmers passes it to Harrison. Parsons outside. Pass to Harrison. From deep. No good that time. The Warriors go the other way with it. Cook dishes to Young. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Memphis with the ball. Here's Harrison. The feed to McLemore. Here's Wright. Goes up again. And Chalmers kicks to Harrison. Back to Chalmers. Pass to Harrison. Back to Chalmers. Trying to find Wright. He's got it now.
The explosiveness of Wright. He can get off the floor quickly.
Warriors shooting very well right now. 52% in this fourth quarter. Pachulia into the lane. Over Wright. Pachulia, no luck. The Grizzlies shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn them.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Draymond Green.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Jarrell Martin comes in for Chandler Parsons. And it's Ennis in for Andrew Harrison. And so Young nails them both. Here's Chalmers. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. And Young comes over to help. Outside Martin. To the right side. Takes a three. And there's Ennis on the assist by Chalmers.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
And the dunk by West.
And this is the kind of deficit it would take a miracle to overcome.
I think this hometown crowd agrees with you. They are fired up about it.
Martin wide open. He fires. Off target from three-point range. It's West with the drive. That one goes. Count it.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one, they have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Martin with the bucket.
Nice interior passing, and then the strong finish.
On offense, here are the Warriors. No good from West.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And David West gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're leading. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, I'm not sure why you call a timeout this late. I mean, the game is more or less over.
I'm not questioning that either, but he clearly hasn't given up on this one quite yet.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Draymond Green.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And they were in danger of losing back-to-back games before he stepped to the forefront here tonight. This was not a game he was going to let get away from him. Lamore, the pass to right. West with the steal. A second chance effort. McCaw with the bucket.
And every offensive board is an extra possession. If you're trying to compete from this far down, you cannot allow that.
You know, I wonder, where's the passion? You can't afford a no-show here on the defensive glass.
They get a hand on it. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Clay, how satisfying is it to get this win tonight?
Oh, it's real big. You know, you always want to protect your home court, and we want to try to get on a little win streak right now, and we're more capable, and we showed it tonight.
Great job all around, Clay. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports, and we'll see you next time.